What's up, guys? This is Andy from the Geeks and the Phone podcast coming at you. I'm here with my two awesome friends, Zack and DJ. What's up, fellas?
Good evening.
Hello. The prodigal son returns.
Welcome back, DJ. Missed you over these past couple weeks, but welcome back.
Good to be back.
Yes, glad to have you back.
So this podcast here, we've got lots to talk about, lots of movie news. We were going to probably have a good discussion about some wrestling as well, because the Royal Rumble's next week.
Wrestling.
Fuck yeah, wrestling.
Yes.
RASSLIN, that's wrestling.
Wrestling.
That was actually a song.
Yeah, I remember
Was
that.
Yeah, in world class, it's
Oh, God.
bad. Yeah, only in Texas do they call it wrestling.
Wrestling.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, just to get it started, everyone have a good week.
Yeah.
Took you a second there, buddy.
It was all right. I don't think anything bad happened from what I remember. No, I think it was good.
Far out.
No, I have not had a good week. I don't want to talk about it either. Let's just move on.
All right, then. So, I guess what shall we begin with? Shall we begin with movie news or wrestling?
I think we should begin with movie news.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was a lot that happened this week.
Yeah.
Movie
I just watched a trailer, you guys.
Ah, yes.
Mm.
Did.
Cloverfield.
Yes.
I feel like I'm the odd guy in the room. What the fuck is a Cloverfield? I didn't see. Apparently, there's a first one.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an awesome monster movie from 2008 that was directed by Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves,
And
and it was
then-
written by
Drew Goddard.
Drew Goddard. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then it was
Goddard.
produced by Abrams.
Yes. It's a monster movie. It's set in New York City. We were talking about it before we started recording. It's pretty much like this. These friends give this guy a send off, like he's going to Japan for a job, and then like all of a sudden, all of a sudden, like all this crazy stuff starts happening. Like and a monster basically invades Manhattan. DJ's pretending to be Japanese right now.
God damn it.
Yeah, and then it's in the form of found footage, which not a lot of people like. I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag, but I loved it. I loved
Wait a minute.
it. What?
Found footage like the Blair Witch?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god!
Well, it's well done.
It didn't look like
It's-
that to me.
No, this is
the
the second
sequel.
one. That's
Oh,
the
you're
sequel.
talking about the first one.
The first movie,
Okay. All right.
It's well done, like
Mhm.
for found footage. It's very dramatic and but I love monster movies.
Yeah,
so
Cloverfield
much,
was amazing.
So
and
yeah.
I'm
this
gonna have
one,
to check it out because I need some backstory on
Yeah,
it.
I'll let you borrow
it's
it.
It
good.
sounds pretty cool, so I'm gonna check it out. I do have to say, my initial impression before the ending of the trailer, when I figured out that it's something out there
Yeah.
getting ready to get them, I had this vibe that John Goodman was like some kind of fucking fucked up serial killer.
I know, right?
I mean, like the whole way the trailer's laid out, it seems like if you're like me, you've never seen this before. You didn't see the first one, and this was my first eyes on Cloverfield.
yeah.
I thought that Cloverfield was like his character, and he just happens to be like a serial fucking torture rapist or something. Like, it was really messed up because the whole thing was weird. They're sitting there playing the fucking game of life. They were doing puzzles,
Yeah.
and then people were handcuffed. What the fuck was going on here? I was like, oh shit, shit's about to pop off. John Goodman can't get no pussy on his own anymore, so he's about to fucking wreck some shop on these little young fucking Dave Grohl and his girlfriend there. I'm telling you, man, it was not good. So I was like, oh shit. And then all of a sudden she's like, fuck you, I'm out. Goes up to the fucking room and she's about to escape and he's like, no, you're gonna stop. Because that's how John Goodman sounds. He's a little hungry, folks. So, but that's then you find out there's a monster out there. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit, there's a monster out there.
Yeah.
And didn't you describe it as some giant gorilla?
He walks like a gorilla.
He walks like a gorilla. Okay, so I'm really excited to see this now because it sounds fun. I can't wait for the second one.
It's like
I missed you, DJ.
it's like the monster, like if I could describe it, it's like if like Godzilla met like an alien.
Godzilla and King Kong fuck together, and out comes Cloverfield.
It's like...
Is that what it's called, or am I wrong on this?
It's called 10 Cloverfield Lane is the name of the sequel.
Which I kind of think is goofy.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid, but yeah.
So is this thing like wiped out humanity, pretty much?
See, that's what I think happened in the sequel.
It might be like the nuclear wasteland out there, like, because in Cloverfield, what happens, like, you know, New York just gets destroyed.
Of
like,
course, because that's what happens.
Yeah, because, you know, New York monster movie, destruction.
I feel bad for them New Yorkers, man.
Yeah.
They're always getting shit on.
Oh, yeah.
Them and the Brits.
Yep, and people from Chicago, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new one. Like, Hollywood has a hatred for Chicago now.
They love destroying Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We could stop with the Chicago shit. Right?
But the thing with Cloverfield, too, like, they kept this shit under wraps.
Big time.
Big time.
I was so impressed. Like, I knew the sequel was going to come out, but I didn't think it was going to come out until, like, next year.
Right, yeah.
And, like, they never give a release date. And, like, all of a sudden, I'm just, like, sitting at home the other night, and then they say, like, an article pops up, like,
I saw you freak out about it.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the hell it was all about. I mean, now I understand, so.
Yeah, and they're like, Cloverfield 2 sequel already filmed. I was like, what? So I read the article and I was pumped, and then like all of a sudden the trailer just pops up like a couple hours later, and I was just like, holy shit!
They put the release date out for 2 months.
Yeah, it's in March 11th. It comes
March
out 2
11th.
months.
Wow.
Yeah,
and then basically the whole story with it was they were saying, oh yeah, we're gonna direct this movie. Here's the director for it. JJ's producing it. You know, that's great. And then they filmed it, but it was actually Cloverfield 2 that they were filming.
Yeah, they had like a working title that was like Valhalla.
Or it started with a V.
Yeah,
or something like that. But
just to fool people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep.
And then now it's Cloverfield. I don't like the title of it though. Like,
yeah,
it's a little goofy.
it's stupid. I don't like the title really, but
I don't know if any of you are like me, but like, you know, obviously if you've listened to this podcast, you know that Andy and Zack and Travis, God rest his soul. He's not dead. I'm just kidding. But those three are the movie experts. I am a movie outsider compared to them. Although I do like, you know, I watch my fair share.
You know, decent amount.
I know a decent amount, especially when it comes to older movies.
Yeah.
When it comes to the newer movies, I can't touch you guys. There's no way.
It's like you're like the pop culture.
Yes.
And like we're the geeks.
80s and 90s, I got you. But once you start getting into the 2000s and later, it gets a little murky, I have to unfortunately say. But it's really fascinating to learn so much about this shit every single week. It makes me feel like a smarter person. Although, I did hear that the Oscars are all composed of white people, apparently.
Yeah.
With a black
Once
host.
Again, it's kind of awkward.
I'm kind of upset that Straight Outta Compton didn't get a Best Picture nod.
Yeah.
I heard Creed was up for some stuff, too, and didn't get any nominations.
No, it didn't even get a Best Picture nom.
Yeah, but it did get Best Supporting Actor.
Stallone
got nominated, but
that's well deserved.
Of course I got nominated, because I've been there forever.
I was surprised that Mad Max was on there. I wasn't expecting him to get a Best Picture.
I'm so glad it got so many. I got 10 nominations.
Yeah,
I'm so
and then
glad.
Revenant got what, 12?
12. It led the pack. Yeah. Revenant.
I hate to be a heartbreaker, but there's no way it wins Best
It's
Picture.
not gonna.
No, it's
I
not
know
gonna
it's
win Best
not,
Picture.
It's nice to be included.
Exactly.
It'd be cool if it won Best Director.
Yeah, George Miller. I think
it would.
Inaradu's got that.
Alejandro's probably gonna get it.
I actually just did
he'll repeat
for
too.
the first time recently, and it was awesome. I missed it when it came out in the theaters. I heard how great it was.
Mad Max.
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
I watched it. I was
so
like, wow,
good.
It was very phenomenal. It's not something that I think that traditional movie people, like the people that are in the Academy, they're not going to vote for this movie. They're going to look at this and be like, are you fucking kidding me? But
I'm really surprised it got nominated.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I am too.
So am I. But I think it was in there almost as a way to justify for the film critics and also as a supplementary way to keep movies like Creed out, which is sad to say, but I think that it may be that reason, because normally, as good as Mad Max was, would that really be included in a Best Picture nomination?
I wouldn't think so.
They don't nominate movies like that. I mean, I don't care how fucking good it is. They never nominate movies like that. So, I mean, to me, it was done almost out of spite. Like, they didn't even want to have to acknowledge it, but they did because they had a greater cause, which was apparently continuing the blatant racism that is unfortunately in parts of Hollywood.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Yeah, it's because it's just like a bunch of old white people that run the academy. So when our generation gets in there, it's going to be things are going to change big time. So
fucking right.
I agree, but how long is that going to take?
Right, exactly.
How many good actors are going to not get the recognition that they deserve?
Agreed.
Although, for white people, if you're listening out there, don't worry, you still got Leonardo DiCaprio.
If he doesn't win fucking Best Actor, I'm gonna get pissed.
Yeah.
I just...
He's got it. There's no way he can't win.
I don't know, man. I mean...
There's not really any role that, stood next to him.
How has he not gotten it 4 or 5 other times?
I agree.
I mean, there's movies, I know for a time, because especially of Romeo and Juliet and Titanic, that it was cool to hate Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, you can't hate him now. He's too good.
Dude, I'm sorry. That guy is a fucking talented actor.
Yes.
I mean, my favorite actor of all time is Edward Norton.
Oh, Ed Norton's fucking awesome.
Yes.
Guy's a psychopath in real life. He's absolutely been in some of the best movies I've ever seen. And I heard he's a major control freak. And,
really?
I mean...
Yeah, on set he does it anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
why he didn't come back for Hulk.
Right.
I did hear something about that.
It does make sense, but I think Hulk aside, and maybe the Italian job too.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, so did he. He's had a pretty fucking stellar career. He's one of my favorites.
He's pretty great. Yeah.
American History X, Fight Club,
that movie.
That's so many.
So many
Dude, Primal Fear is one of my favorite movies. That actually made me a fan of Richard Gere from that, because I hated Pretty Woman when I saw it. Kidding me? Oh, yay, the slut grows up to be a fucking princess. Good for you, whore. Nobody cares. That was awful. Then there was a whole, gerbil in the ass rumor about him forever. So... I didn't they even make fun of that on Family Guy?
Yeah,
it's just a rumor.
That, and I think it was the whole Peter goes Easter egg hunting at Richard Gere's house. Yes. He's like, go and find the Easter eggs, Peter. He's like, I know where they're at. It's in your butt. Oh, that was great.
Good old Peter.
Oh, classic. I guess we can jump into movie news.
I've got a couple here.
Go ahead.
Assassin's Creed just finished. Michael Fassbender's Assassin's Creed just finished filming up.
They're making the Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender's playing Altair, the assassin.
That's a good choice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That comes out next year.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah,
either later this year or next year.
I feel like it's later this year.
I'm definitely looking forward to that.
I mean, the Assassin's Creed games are good, but they're way too repetitive.
Yeah, I think I stopped playing after the third one, maybe.
Yeah, I stopped playing after the third one as well.
You didn't play the one with the Revolutionary War?
That was the third one.
That was the third one?
Yeah. And then, no. Wait, yeah. The third one was the Revolutionary War. Okay. The fourth one was with the pirates. Gotcha. And then 2 was during the Renaissance in Italy. That one was awesome. But the rest, they just milk it. Every single fucking year, there's an Assassin's Creed game coming.
That's actually what happened with the Hitman games.
Yeah.
And that's why they fell off the table, because Hitman 2 was probably, for its time, one of the fucking best games.
Hitman was awesome.
And 3 actually was pretty good too, but it was kind of a copy of the first one. It was just more missions. 4, yeah.
I'm excited for the Assassin's Creed movie because Michael Fassbender's a fucking awesome actor, and I think he's gonna do really good with it. But just the games itself, it's just maybe with Warcraft and Assassin's Creed coming out, that could change the video game movies for good.
I saw the Warcraft trailer and I was highly impressed.
It looks generic, but because I've never really played WoW. But I
wasn't a WoW fan, to be honest, either. But from what I saw, it looked pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool. I'll probably go see it. But with these movies coming out, it could change the way we look at video game movies.
It's about fucking time.
Because a lot of the video game movies are just jokes. The Hitman movies were awful. Resident Evil, which we won't get into.
We need to get into it sometime because I want to feel your full anger on this podcast at one point.
It'll feel probably 2 podcasts.
And then
as someone who was not a huge fan of the video games, I have to say that at least, especially the first 2 or 3, I didn't not enjoy.
If you look, okay, yeah.
But I wasn't a fan of the video games. And for anyone that I've met that was a fan of the video games, they hate all 5 fucking movies so much. They'll give a little bit of leeway to the first one, a little bit.
Yeah,
because
very little bit.
Because it was the first one, and like, okay, they got to
fuck up.
They got to try some shit. They got to do some stuff here and there. But they fucking hate that series so goddamn much.
Third one, in my opinion, is the worst one.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh
man, yeah. One of these days we'll get it. I will just.
That's not even B-list worthy because they weren't B-list movies.
They're not. No, I mean.
But someday we're gonna have to make a special podcast, like an appendage to this one, where you're gonna have to just snap about the Resident Evil movies because I'm pretty sure that we can fill an hour.
Oh yeah. I'll go on each movie.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, oh boy.
If you're hardcore fans of this podcast, which I know that you all are, you better make sure to listen to this because it will probably change your opinion on what you think of the Resident Evil movies.
They're not that good.
There's a lot of people that thought that you were incorrect, sir. There's a lot of people who think that you're incorrect.
Well, they can suck my cock.
I agree. They can all suck your cock.
Oh,
you know,
God,
you'll be getting internet blowjobs for years.
That's fine.
Based on that.
One of these days, I'll do video and tackle them and just. I'll do it. One of these days, I have to get ready.
He's moving up from B-list bastard to A-list asshole.
Yes,
Yep.
I mean I will.
It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. One of these days,
and he's gonna tear apart all the movies that you fucking love because you don't know anything about, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
I'll be like a dick and tear apart ones I actually like and say I don't like them. I'll be like, you wanna know what I hate about fucking Forrest Gump? Everybody, it's a uniform film.
I will. No, it's not.
It's really not.
It's not. It saddens me because it's one of my favorite movies. If you've listened to this podcast, you know how many times
it's a good movie.
Yeah,
I mean,
saw 10 times.
You could be an asshole and tear up the Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
there's people
I don't
that
know.
do that too.
I don't know if I could do that.
And it continued to a boring movie till we climbed through some poop. I've literally heard it described that way. That's the way I bring that up. And I agree. The Shawshank Redemption's very fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And,
man. Got a good point. I mean, it is about crawling through poop at the end, you know. It's. You got any other movie news?
There was talks about The Punisher. He's showing up in Daredevil Season 2.
A spinoff,
they're talking about making a Netflix Punisher series.
That would be
awesome.
I'd be okay with that.
And with it, I mean, I'm fucking ready for Daredevil. The first season was incredible, and now with Elektra, Punisher getting thrown in the mix, now them talking about making an actual Punisher show. I'm excited.
Who's the actor that plays
Shane from Walking Dead?
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. And he looks like a fucking hard ass.
Nice.
I'm excited. I'm hoping that they do I like Ghost Rider, and those movies were fucking terrible.
Oh my god, Andy, come on.
Yeah. I like Ghost Rider as a character.
Oh yeah, the movies are horrible.
The movies suck. Nicolas Cage just fucking ruined it.
Those movies are bad.
Well, he is my least favorite actor. Him and John Travolta are in one and one. I can't say it. That's why I hate Face Off so much.
Face Off's pretty good.
It's a John Woo movie, man.
It hates me. It pains me to even watch it because I'll sit there and start finding a 5 or 10 minute period where I'm actually kind of enjoying it, and I get really mad at myself because I hate them so much.
Yeah.
God, I can't sit here and enjoy this. What am I doing? No.
Some Nicolas Cage movies I do enjoy. Con Air was awesome.
Not because of him.
Gone in 60 Seconds was awesome.
I hate that movie so much.
I loved Gone in 60 Seconds, but
Con Air is really good.
I mean,
and John Malkovich is great.
Thank you for saying that because it is not. It is not. Absolutely not.
What's his face is in that too? Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, he's great in it too.
I just remembered the Steve Buscemi baby.
I got a couple articles here. I got several.
But as I was going to say before that, with Ghost Rider, I'm hoping that they do a Ghost Rider Netflix series. That way they can finally do the character justice.
I like that.
But not have Nicolas Cage touching it because that would be awful.
Agreed.
Nope.
Let's see. They're remaking Jumanji, apparently.
No. They shouldn't.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Jake Kasdan's directing it.
Fuck you, Jake.
And yeah, he did Bad Teacher.
No. No.
I think it's all that's under his belt. So, but yes,
they don't need to fucking touch Jumanji. They don't. It's good just the way it is.
It's just Hollywood. They're out of ideas. They're just regurgitating everything like always.
When are we gonna get the 2018 version of Patch Adams? No.
But yeah, that's oh wow, that's gonna come out this year on Christmas.
No.
Yeah. So
fucking Sony.
Yep. So that's happening. Jumanji's getting a remake.
Doesn't need to. No.
I don't know how the hell they're gonna get that done. If they just now found a director for Christmas of 16, how the hell are you gonna get that? I don't know how you're gonna get that done.
It's probably not gonna happen. Like they'll probably keep it like say it's gonna get made, but it'll probably get stuck in
I have a
developmental
feeling
hell.
it'll probably be stuck in development hell. One of those things. Just keep pushing it back, and yeah. Couple more articles. Earlier in the week, I got really upset over this, but George Miller had said that he wasn't going to do any more Mad Max movies.
I read about that.
And
why not?
He clarified, but he had said in the original article that he's like, I'm done with those movies because they're such a pain to make. You know, all this stuff, because like the first Fury Road took like a year and a half to make. And
I heard there's a lot of on-set drama too.
Yeah, and but then like I find it kind of suspicious. He clarifies and he says that he's like, I was saying I didn't want to do Mad Max right away. I had a few other stories to tell. I wanted to do something small and fast. It all got very jumbled. But he said that he didn't want to do them anymore. But he clarified it. But it's kind of funny. He clarified what he said after it got nominated for 10 Oscars.
Right. Yeah.
So you know, but. You don't really have...
No, I'm good. Wait a minute.
Exactly. But, I mean, like, you don't really have Mad Max without George Miller.
No.
Like, so...
He made all of them.
Exactly. So, I mean, he still wants to make them. He just doesn't want to do it right away. I mean, because Tom Hardy's... He's contracted for 3 of them.
Yeah, I think 3 movies.
So, yeah.
Fury Road included.
Yep. So, but, yeah, George Miller's still going to make them. Just it won't be something that's going to happen right away.
I think it'll probably be, like... Maybe 3-4 years from now, we'll get another Mad Max movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, how old is George Miller now? He's old.
He's like 70, maybe, I think. Something up there, yeah.
Hopefully, he can get them all out.
Yeah. Another article here. There's a rumor going around that we may see Vader in Rogue One.
Yes, I was actually thinking that anyways, because it's set right in between Revenge of the Sith and New Hope.
Yeah.
It's all about the rebels taking the Death Star plans.
Yeah.
And it's going to have all the old stormtroopers and that's going to be fucking awesome.
Yep. That's this year, too.
Mm-hmm. Christmas of this year. And then I was hearing rumors that it was going to be Hayden Christensen playing Darth Vader. However, we won't have to look at his stupid fucking face because he'll be in Darth Vader.
It's true, yeah.
But James Earl Jones would still come back to do the voice, everything like that. So it'd still be Darth Vader.
So it doesn't really matter who the fuck is in the mask.
Yeah, right. So it doesn't even really have to be him.
But Hayden, they would. I mean, technically, they would want Hayden Christensen because he was Anakin. But
so he literally just needs to go in there and collect a paycheck for walking around.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm okay with that. Like, just have James Earl Jones' voice. Because, you have no Darth Vader without James Earl Jones.
No.
So.
You know what I watched last night? It's not a shitty movie at all, so it can't come later.
What's that?
First time in a long time, Spaceballs. Oh my god, I love that movie so much.
That's a good one.
Then it would have been even better is I was at work today and there was a giant black tub. I put it on my head and you could totally be like, Lone Star, boy! Lone Star. It was fantastic.
But yeah, they believe he'll be a player in a few scenes and something to fear for the heroes. So he might make an appearance in Rogue One, which would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm ready for it's Star Wars movies. Just Keep them coming, please.
Every year, man. At least for the next couple years.
Yep.
We already talked about Cloverfield. I had that pulled up. We'll skip that. A little article here. Disney is giving you the chance to encounter Kylo Ren at one of their theme parks. Let's take a look here.
That could be dangerous.
I want to go.
It says, in the past, Disney has provided the chance for fans to meet some of the Star Wars favorites, particularly during Star Wars weekends, where cast members dressed as some familiar characters from the saga were brought out to take pictures and sign autographs. As of late, though, much more interactive experiences started with the creation of the Star Wars launch bay. In both Disneyland and Disney Hollywood Studios, you have the chance to meet and greet both Darth Vader and Chewbacca, as well as encounter Jawas and First Order stormtroopers. With the success of Force Awakens, Kylo Ren is being added to the mix. I get the feeling a number of you might be on board to make this happen. So yeah, I guess you can. Kylo Ren's coming on board might be able to go in and meet Kylo Ren.
You know, I really hate
force choke you.
I really hate all the people out there who claim that he's a bitch. He's not. Like that irritates me because it's just like, oh, he's such a
awesome.
bitch, and it's like, okay, how about you get shot by a bowcaster and then still go and fight two people?
You tell him, bro.
Exactly.
Fuck you, fucking haters. I hate you all. But yeah, I mean that'd be cool. I mean, I would love to go to the Star Wars section of Disney. Just because
yes,
Disney World. It's Disney World. They always have shit, and now that Star Wars is there, it's probably just.
Have you ever been to Disney World?
No.
I was at Disney World when I was a kid, and obviously it was long before they had any cool stuff. There was all Mickey and Minnie and all that shit. It is quite the experience, but from everything I hear now, between that and Universal Studios, I mean, my God.
Universal Studios, I think, still has a lot of the Marvel stuff.
They do.
Yeah. Yep.
Hell, I remember going there when I was a kid and riding like the Back to the Future ride and stuff like that. Oh my God, that was so cool. You get in like this fake DeLorean and you fly down, and I don't even know how fast you go, but they make you believe as a kid.
Doesn't Universal have the Terminator ride too?
They do.
Yeah, I want to go on that.
And they had Jaws. When I was there, they also had King Kong. That was awesome.
I know they have a Jurassic Park in there.
I would die to kill to see that. I really need to get.
You
to
would
Disney
die
World.
and kill to see that.
Yes, I would do both.
That's Universal Studios has the
Yes.
Disney World, or not Disney. God damn it.
Disneyland.
No way. No, Universal Studios has the Jurassic Park.
Yep.
Yes,
There we go.
yes.
You know what is disheartening though? I saw a picture of what Nickelodeon Studios looks like now, it's dreary.
Is it bad?
It's like when I went there, and in the early '90s, they had the Nickelodeon sign, the orange and white sign that we're all familiar with, the splatter. It was huge on the side of the building, and it was painted like blue and orange. It was all cool. Now it's just like a dreary gray, and it looks like a regular old office building.
Really?
It's really sad. Like
What happened, Nickelodeon?
Kids are just not allowed to have fun anymore.
Nope.
Poor little bastards.
I got a couple. One more article here. Everybody doesn't know they're doing a remake of Rocky Horror Picture Show, which a lot of people are upset about.
They should be.
Yeah, and apparently Tim Curry will be back for it, which I don't know how that's going to work. Which unfortunately, Tim Curry had a stroke.
Yeah, he did have a stroke.
He's in bad shape. So I mean, hopefully, I don't know if he's rehabbed well or what. 'Cause last time I saw him, he's in bad shape.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to go good.
Yeah, so they announced somebody else who's going to be involved in the Rocky Horror remake. I can't remember who it was. Adam Lambert.
Adam Lambert, and I heard Victoria Justice was going to be in it too, which I don't understand at all.
You guys, sorry, we're watching a football game while we're doing this podcast, so if it gets kind of little patches of dead air, that's why.
Lose Packers!
The Packers and the Cardinals are playing, so.
I love the referees. They're always so like super built. They look like fucking like they're all on steroids now. And they're very serious
Right.
with their calls. Offsides, number 42, defense, busted. They got all the hand movements and everything. I mean, they're basically like a cheerleading squad out there now.
Well, it does say here in the article back to Rocky Horror, it said that he had a stroke in 2012, but he made a rare public appearance at the Actors Fund, or the Tony Awards viewing party. He said his recovery's been going really well and enough for production to happen.
So nobody came up and asked him why the long face.
Oh. Jesus. DJ.
You guys have missed me, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. That's pretty much it for movie news.
I've got one more.
Oh, you got one more? Go ahead.
Ridley Scott was talking about Alien Covenant.
I saw this. I can't believe I forgot to read it.
He said that the Alien Covenant's going to be a very hard R.
Hard R rating, yeah.
So that must mean that it's going to be very violent, very bloody.
Yeah, he said...
which I'm excited for.
Yes, he said...
Or Sigourney Weaver's getting molested, for real.
God damn it, TJ.
He said, how messed up. Remember, like, the chest bursting scene in the original?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. He's like, imagine that, like, 10 times worse.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
So, yeah, that's going to be cool. I can't wait to see how graphic that
I do know, like, on the set, like, none of the actors, except for John Hurt, knew what was going to happen. So all of their reactions were, like, real.
That's awesome.
So that's awesome.
I love that movie.
Nothing like scaring the shit out of your own crew.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I'm hoping that Alien Covenant is actually good.
Yes, I have faith in it. I think it'll be good. I mean, I'm just really disappointed they shelved Blomkamp's Alien film.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
Man.
5 seconds.
Man, we are just distracted tonight.
Well, it looks like the Packers are about to lose.
Yeah.
Anything can happen in the NFL, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Aaron
they
Rodgers
lose.
can pull out some miracles.
There is true, but there is only 5 seconds too. So we'll see what happens. We'll get our sports commentator voices on.
Yeah. I think that's really it for movie news. It's been a rough week with death in film
Yeah, it
and
really has.
Hollywood. God, it's been real bad. Right after Andy and I signed off on the podcast last week, I found out Angus Scrimm died.
Mm-hmm.
He was the tall man in Phantasm. I might maybe post a picture for you guys to see.
Yeah.
But he passed away. I think his was just natural causes. He was almost 90, I think.
Lived a good life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I was shocked when David Bowie passed.
Yeah, that was on, what, Monday?
Yeah.
Monday was when
Monday morning,
Yep.
David Bowie passed away. That sucked.
Yeah,
And
that was
then-
hard.
Then we also had Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman
that.
died,
I got home from work and I was just scrolling through Facebook, and this was at like 4:30 in the morning, and I saw Alan Rickman passed, and I was like, no.
Yep.
They always come in threes, man. That's how it is.
Yep. And then I felt really bad yesterday because I found out that Dan Haggerty, who played Grizzly Adams, he passed away. And what is bad is that he was in the most recent B-list movie I did called Elves.
Yeah,
he's in that movie. Has played Santa Claus, and I feel kind of bad because I trashed that movie and he just died.
Well, one has nothing to do with the other. May he rest in peace. But it's not our fault he was in shitty movies. You got
Oh my God!
At the buzzer, the Packers scored a
Holy
touchdown.
shit! Aaron Rodgers did it again.
Yes, he did.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, that was amazing. That was...
With no time on the clock, scores a touchdown in the end zone.
Either they're going to go for 2 or they're going to...
No, they've got to kick the field goal and try to win and try to force it to overtime. They go for 2, they're insane.
Ooh.
No, he had control. He had control of the ball. Jones with a great catch. I'm a Bears fan, and I can tell you that was a great catch. Janice?
Yeah.
It was Janice. No, but he has it right there.
Yeah, he maintained position.
It's tucked.
Wow.
Arizona fans are about to be really pissed.
Yeah, anyways.
God damn it.
Yeah, Alan Rickman passed away. And what really made me mad online, I saw everybody, of course, remembers him as the professor from Harry Potter.
Oh, Snape.
Yeah, and I never got into that franchise, and he was always Hans Gruber to me from Die Hard.
Or the Metatron from
Dogma, yeah.
He was good in all those roles. I actually like Harry Potter. I thought it was a great fucking franchise, and he was good.
His character,
well loved.
Snape,
universally loved.
Snape is one of the best developed characters ever.
Yeah,
ever.
I just never got into it.
It really adds a lot of depth as the movies go on.
Yeah.
Because he's not just evil or good or both. I mean, well, he is both, but it takes a while to get to really understand the true meaning of his character. He had a lot of depth to it, and I don't know that anybody else could have done that in that way that he did. I mean, when it first came out, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Hans Gruber is this fucking guy?
Right.
But no, it actually worked out really well. He did a great job. May he rest in peace.
Yes, definitely.
He's also, a side note, he's also a personal favorite of this table of the Family Guy cutaway, too.
Yes, I posted that right when I found out about it, the Alan Rickman answering machine.
Yeah, and then
it's fantastic.
A Galaxy Quest, that's another good one.
Yep, Galaxy Quest, yep.
And then he was also in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yeah, he voiced, what was his name? The little robot guy. I don't remember
Yeah,
his name, but he voiced him.
I heard one of the last things he did when he died, he voiced it was a tortoise eating a strawberry or something. Was one of the last things he did. It's apparently really funny, I guess. So I kind of want to check it out, but here it's pretty funny. Last thing he did. So
here is a strawberry.
He had a hell of a voice. I mean, he very imposing.
Yeah,
I'm surprised he actually didn't do more voice.
Yeah, a lot of voice. Yeah, I agree.
More than what he did.
More voice work. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, may they all rest in peace. I mean, that was a lot of rough losses. So especially Bowie, that was bad.
Yeah, they had a lot of tributes for David Bowie all throughout the internet.
Yeah.
We'll get to one later tonight as far as the wrestling stuff, but Stardust actually did.
Yeah, Stardust did that. Yeah.
He
painted his face
cool.
I saw that. Yeah.
Initially, at the beginning of the show, by the end of the show, he was back in Stardust makeup.
Right.
That might have something to do with the fact that it was rubbed all over Ryback's back of his sweaty head.
Yeah, that's really it for movie news. Did we? Do we want to cover Blu-ray DVD releases?
Nah.
We good there?
Yeah, we're good on DVD because we covered it beginning of the month, so there's really nothing else coming out.
We'll move on to, I think, what shitty movies did we watch this week?
I rewatched Hellraiser Revelations.
Fuck.
God.
Why?
After having him talk about it last week, I was like, you know what, I'm going to watch it. And I watched it. And I laughed throughout the entire movie just because it's so fucking shitty. The acting in it is terrible. The effects in it are terrible. And I told this to Zack last night, too. I was like, in every single bad horror movie, incest has to be a fucking part of it.
It's bad. And, the only reason they made this movie was, we talked about it on a podcast a while back.
They were losing the rights to it.
Yeah.
And they only had $300,000 budget. And they filmed it in 9 days.
Yeah.
Oh my. 9 days?
Oh, yeah. It's
my
real
God.
short.
And
yeah.
the guy who plays Pinhead just looks like a...
It's a joke. I was watching
that movie is fucking awful.
Joke. It's horrible. I commend you for rewatching that because it's a tough sit.
You guys ever seen the Divergent movies?
I have not. They look terrible.
The second one is definitely the shitty movie of the week.
Oh, did you watch it?
Yeah. Oh. I actually kind of enjoyed the first one. I thought it built an okay story, and the second one, I fell asleep twice. I woke up and had to turn it back and rewatch it. Fell asleep again, had to turn it back and rewatch it again. It is just fucking drags, and there's another one coming, at least one more.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord Jesus, please help
Jeff Daniels is in the new one. He's just cashing
a paycheck.
Yep,
he
Why?
is. Yep.
Why
poor
is he
sap.
in this movie?
I shouldn't even say poor sap. He agreed to it.
Yeah, he's making more money than we probably will in our lifetimes.
Yep.
Fucking jerk off. It wasn't bad enough that he made Dumb and Dumber.
God, that sucks.
Oh my God, I actually watched that recently.
Did you watch it?
Dumb and Dumber 2.
I tried not to. Dude, Dumb and Dumber 2 is better than Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber sucked.
Yeah, I would say Dumb Dumb and Dumber 2 was better than Dumb.
Yeah, Dumb and Dumber was awful.
That was bad, dude.
It was bad. But Dumb and Dumber 2, When Harry Met Lloyd, is actually a better movie than this one because this one is, oh my god, so bad though.
They're both bad.
They're trying so hard to rekindle something and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
It pained me to watch it because I actually really enjoyed the first one.
It's a classic. Yeah,
the first one was so funny and this one is so just bad.
Yeah, it's one of the worst. One of the best comedies ever. I mean, did you watch Shitty Movie? Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, Jesus.
Get it together, Zach.
Yeah, I just.
What did you watch? We know you watch some bullshit movies.
I got a couple. Sorry, I was getting kind of tired of Fireball. I mean, I still like it, but I want to try something new, so I went and got a bottle of Evan Williams Fire. And it's okay. Yeah, I got a little bit of a congestion thing going on, so I can't really taste it. So
you're still sick?
I'm not sick. Like, I feel fine.
We need to get you on Obamacare.
Yeah, no kidding. I just, it's all like I think it's this weather change. It's 'tis the season.
Winter in the Midwest, folks. It's just
sucks. You're chronically ill.
If you're in Southern California listening to this, first off, thank you so much for listening. We really do appreciate your support. Second off, fuck off and die for living in perfect fucking weather all the time.
Yeah,
you fucking
kidding.
dick sucks. I don't mean that. I love you guys. For real. We're very envious.
Yes.
We have all 4 seasons. And I mean, it could be worse. We could be Minnesota, where they have summer and winter.
Yeah, that's
nothing
true.
in between. But god damn it,
it's true.
Living in Illinois is not the treat that you would think. You're like, oh yeah, heartland of America. Fuck no. No. If you're south of Chicago, it's a giant fucking farm, and everything else is just. It's just real bad.
It's like one day you have like 50-degree weather, and the next day it's like 10.
Yeah.
So like this is whites.
As a tribute to the great Robin Williams, I will say it's weather by Sybil. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It's 80, 40, 60, 30, 20, 100.
That's Illinois for you.
It's
seriously.
terrible.
And I'm not even like exaggerating. It's that bad. I mean, yeah, I watch some shitty movies, of course. It's my thing. I watched a horrible, horrible sci-fi film this week called Alien 51. Boy. Just like, that wasn't even B-list. That was like bottom barrel C-list. Like,
would you make it D-list?
I could confidently give it a C-list.
C-list?
It's horrible. Yeah. Yeah, sucked. So bad. Acting's atrocious. Excuse me. Pretty much what it is like this lady is investigating. It's such a generic like alien film. Like it's like this lady's investigating this alien that escaped from Area 51. I think. Oh shit! Go! 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 Yes!
Oh shit! Oh shit! Fitzgerald just ran almost to the goal line.
Damn.
Tie game in overtime. Looks like the Cardinals are going to win this on a field goal.
I guess this is dramatic effect added to the podcast. So, yeah, Alien 51. I don't even feel like explaining it. It's.
All I have to say is wait till baseball season. Then you'll really see some screaming.
Yes.
We have 2 Bears fans and a Steelers fan here, so obviously 2 of us are really pissed off and just want the Packers to lose. The other one doesn't give a shit as long as his team wins tomorrow.
Yes. But yeah, like she discovers like she's investigating like this alien that escaped from Area 51, and like it's like I said, like C-list. And yeah,
was it a sci-fi movie?
No, it was just like I found it when I was up in Chicago at an FYE. And I was just like, it's like $3. I guess I'll buy it. And like, yeah.
You could do a lot worse for $3.
I've wasted so much money on like bad stuff I know that's going to be bad. Like it's confidently in the hundreds of dollars. Easily. It might be close to $1,000. Like, it's bad, but
somebody's got to do it, Zach.
It's true.
We thank you for doing it because you save us from having to watch the worst of the worst.
You're welcome, sir. I watched a 70s borderline sexploitation film called The Night Evelyn Came Out of Her Grave.
Oh, that's the one you bought.
Yeah, it's that one down there. Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, very weird. Yeah, it is an English 70s. It's supposed to be a horror film, but like the story premise behind this one is like this guy, his wife died just recently, and like I guess like before she died, he was suspecting her of cheating, and so like he's like still pissed off, and like he still kind of loves her, but like what he's doing is like he'll like he'll like meet girls and stuff, go out to like bars and stuff and meet them, and then like bring them back to his place and then basically like torture them. Yeah, so
Cardinals win.
Oh, the Packers are done for the 2015-2016 season.
Oh man,
Bears fans are rejoicing with their shitty record, but the Packers are out, so we're somewhat happy, I guess.
Yeah.
Suck it, Packers!
I'm not going to lie, I can't say I didn't enjoy that just a little bit.
I'm neutral towards those teams, but yeah, done. Yeah, and then he like brings them back and tortures them. It's not even that graphic at all. It's just weird. The 70s were a very weird time for film.
I don't know if this was brought up on the last 2 weeks when I was off. Did you guys discuss Will Smith's death in Independence
We did.
Day?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. It's cheap.
I'm very upset with how they did that.
It's very cheap.
I really hope that they can forget about that if it continues to a third movie and somehow work a deal to bring it back. Because from what I read, he actually wanted to be a part of this movie, but he was dealing with another
Suicide Squad. Yeah.
Right. So I think that there's room, because I mean they're not going to stop with this one. It's going to make hundreds of millions of dollars. It's going to be a huge fucking box office.
Oh, totally.
And just out of spite, even if this one is terrible by some reason, which, I mean, let's face it, it has a chance. They're going to make a third one.
I mean, even if it does suck, it's still going to make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a Michael Bay movie.
I think it'll do
they
good.
make a fuck ton of
I think it'll do fine. Yeah, but that was my week, though, of shitty movies, was Alien 51 and The Night Evelyn Came Out of Her Grave.
How do you do it, man?
It's gotten to the point where it's just like a mental thing. You just shut off. Like, I just shut my mind off. And when I watch them, I'm just like, I know it's going to suck probably. I'm just like, I know it's going to happen.
How do you stay awake, and how do you suffer through the whole thing without turning it off?
It's
a gift.
It is. Like, a lot of it's like morbid curiosity.
Yeah.
So, like, I see the cover, like, we could probably post Night Evelyn Came Out of Her Grave cover for the podcast to see.
The only thing I can equate it to is...
You see that cover and you're just like, God, that looks fucking horrible. I want to see it.
The only thing I can equate it to is watching bad wrestling from, like, the mid-70s or early 80s from, like, a Spectrum house show where it's, two fucking underneath guys and terrible physiques, terrible ring gear, and they're getting ready to wrestle a boring, like, 11-minute match that nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah.
That's, like, the only thing I can equate it to. Like, why do I sit here and watch this?
Right.
Why do I listen to it? I mean, God bless you for doing it, because I couldn't do it.
It was a funny quote I saw for Alien 51. It's like some guy on IMDb posted, he's like, I asked God for the time back I lost watching this for Alien 51.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, he's not kidding. Like, I probably would have, I'm an atheist, and I would have probably done the same thing. Like, that one was horrible. Yeah, that was the shitty movie of the week.
Let's talk a little Royal Rumble.
Dude, fucking Royal Rumble next week.
Yeah.
Next Sunday.
Yep.
Fucking Roman Reigns has to defend the title during the Rumble. Whoever fucking gets him out is the champion.
Yeah.
Whoever wins is the champion.
I thought it was whoever got him out was the champion.
Whoever wins the Royal Rumble.
Whoever wins the Royal Rumble is the champion.
Yeah.
Fucking Brock Lesnar.
I have a feeling it might be Brock Lesnar.
I'm going to go on the record. I really think Roman Reigns is going to retain the title, and I don't want to see that, but I think it's going to happen. But let's talk about surprises. That's the best part of the Royal Rumble. Who are going to be some of the surprise entrants this year? I don't know if you guys are aware, but AJ Styles,
Yeah, AJ Styles,
Carl Anderson,
yeah.
other members of the Bullet Club have signed with WWE and will be reporting to NXT soon. Could we possibly see an AJ Styles cameo?
Yeah.
Could we see Samoa Joe?
That'd be cool.
Samoa Joe would be awesome.
Yeah.
Could we see the NXT champion himself, Finn Balor?
I'd shit my pants.
Finn
Balor.
I mean, would he show up as the Demon? I don't think so. But would he show up as himself?
If he might show up as the Demon, like what?
But like they wouldn't do that dramatic of an entrance for a Rumble entrance.
I don't think they would because it takes like 5 minutes for him to get to the ring. The only guy who had a slow. You got it.
One of the best wrestling entrances.
The only guy who was slower to get to the ring besides The Undertaker was the Sandman. Because he walked through the whole song of, if you were a real ECW fan from back
that was a
ECW.
beer drinking smoker, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. One of my favorite all-time promos is from him from the very first ECW pay-per-view. He was in a three-way match, a three-way dance with Stevie Richards, Big Stevie Cool of the Blue World Order, and Terry Funk.
Terry Funk.
Good old Terry Funk. And the winner was going to go on to face Raven immediately after that for the ECW title. Well, Terry Funk won and then won the title, closed out the show. But Sandman's promo, they're playing this fucking great music. I don't know if you guys are Iggy Pop fans, but it's Lust for Life.
Iggy Pop's great, yeah.
Love Iggy Pop. And he's sitting there and he's going, ECW icon. I am the Sandman. I am the beer drinkingest, cigarette smokingest, cane swingingest, kick-ass son of a bitch in the ECW. I'm like, oh yes, I can't wait for this guy to get out here. Walk out to Enter Sandman and all that. That would be great. But
one thing I didn't really like recently with WWE, like I was very happy that the Dudley Boys came back. I was very happy the Dudley Boys came back.
They've done nothing.
It sucks. They're not doing anything with the Dudley Boys.
I don't know why they brought back Rhino and fucking...
Well, Rhino's been in NXT. He came back to NXT and he's been down there working. He's put Baron Corbin and a few guys over. They only brought him back for the ECW aspect of that angle, but I wish they wouldn't have.
The Team ECW shit was dumb. Like, I'm glad the Wyatts won. The Wyatts are fucking awesome.
Well, they even had that program with the New Day, and I thought for sure the Dudley Boys were winning the title again, and they didn't. And I think that's what really killed their momentum. I think the people expected the Dudleys to come in, win the belts, and then they'd go from there. And the New Day has just rolled over everybody, which I can't say I mind because I love those guys.
Oh, rocks. New Day. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks.
Yeah, get the fucking trumpet. It's so fantastic.
They're great. I mean, they're.
It was a tag team I hated at the beginning. I despised the New Day. You're just like watching them, and you're just like, they're fucking funny. I love these guys.
They are funny.
Yeah. Xavier Woods is fucking comedy gold.
Yes,
he does the trumpet, right?
He does the trombone. Yeah,
all of them, even Biggie and Kofi.
Big E's fucking hilarious.
Kofi showed some personality beyond what he used to. I mean, Kofi was that guy that.
He was the baby face.
You thought that he was going to either be the Rick Steamboat of the WWE, the guy who was a baby face for life, or eventually get released because he just couldn't stay over because they wouldn't push him. Do you remember a couple of years ago when he had that big angle with Randy Orton where he beat Randy Orton in the middle of the ring, pinned him, and then dumped paint on his brand new stock car and made it look stupid and like they were going to push him, and then Randy just squashed him fucking dead. And that was the end of Kofi Kingston there. And then he just remained in the mid-card. I'm happy to see that he's found another avenue. But the New Day, I can't blame them for not taking the belts off those guys. Those guys are great.
They are.
I'm still waiting, though. We haven't discussed it yet, but they are huge, hugely popular at this table. Enzo Amore and Big Cass. When the fuck are they getting to the WWE?
Yes, sir, yeah.
We need to see us some fucking Enzo Amore and Big Cass and Carmella. We need all three of them up there together.
Can you imagine if them and the New Day were feuding?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, just the trash talk between the two of them.
They have to debut in New York, New Jersey, or Chicago. That's the only three places that they can debut because of the whole Italian gimmick and everything. Yeah. It has to be in one of those cities. And I thought for sure it was going to happen the night after SummerSlam with the Dudleys, when the Dudleys returned, because the team of Enzo and Cass were not on the NXT TakeOver show before that.
Right.
Which, if any of you are wrestling fans, and from some of the feedback we've gotten, there are quite a few of you wrestling fans.
Yes.
If you have not seen the NXT TakeOver from Brooklyn, which included...
that was a damn
which
good
included the Sasha Banks Bayley title match.
Best fucking match of the year.
It seriously was. It was one of the best women's matches I've ever seen. And for me personally, I know these two guys aren't as hardcore as I am when it comes to wrestling. I used to follow... sorry, Zack just ripped a big fucking fart. Calling him out.
It's on a wooden chair, too. It's like,
But anyway... I was a huge fan of All Japan Women.
See, sorry to cut you off. DJ's got everything with wrestling. He's got it all covered. But I'm pretty well caught up. Because I got out of wrestling for a good 15 years probably.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It sucked.
Yeah, and I just recently got back into it probably last year.
Yeah,
and it's not bad. It's good, and I'm pretty well versed in it now. But I'm really nostalgic on late '80s, early '90s, mid '90s wrestling. I grew up on it. I mean, Jake the Snake was my favorite wrestler. Bret Hart.
If you don't have the WWE Network, get it. I mean, it's so
the best
worth
$10 a month you'll spend.
Seriously, I mean, if you're a wrestling fan. I mean, is there everything on there? No, but they're getting damn close.
It really is.
They're adding so much every month. And seriously, check out that NXT TakeOver from
Just
Brooklyn.
watch NXT, because NXT is fucking amazing.
It really is. I honestly, I hate to say this, but NXT is my favorite WWE show.
Yeah, NXT is fucking amazing.
Was that one TakeOver, was that the one with Finn Balor and Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a great match.
That was a good match.
Too, yeah.
Yep.
I watched the TakeOver that they had in London, too. That one was pretty good.
That was a fantastic show. That was my first exposure to Asuka.
Asuka's fucking amazing.
I had been behind on it for about, a month and a half.
Yeah.
And, wow, it was a good show. But let's get back to the Rumble, because Roman Reigns has to defend the title in the Royal Rumble. It's unprecedented. It's never happened before.
It's such an awesome idea.
The only other time that the Royal Rumble has had the WWF or WWE now title on the line is the '92 Royal Rumble, which is critically acclaimed as the most star-studded and possibly the best Royal Rumble of all time. If you're unaware, this is when Ric Flair won the vacant World Wrestling Federation Championship.
I remember that one.
And it featured so many Hall of Famers, so many huge stars. I was a huge Flair fan, so I was super happy when he won. Even though he came out third and won it all, that was the first guy that came in early in the match and won it, set that precedent. Later on, Shawn Michaels and other guys did that, but he was the first one. Ric Flair, woo!
Yep,
Give a little woo shout out to the Nate.
Woo! Woo!
That was a good Rumble, the 92 was. I was a big fan of 93.
93 was pretty good, too. That was the first time...
Bob Backlund almost went the distance, man.
He almost did.
He did. God, that was one where, really wanted to grab in wrestling was real. And,
Have you ever...
It's still really, damn it. But, no, but, you're like, Bob Backlund could actually fucking win this. And fucking Yokozuna fucking comes in and just wins.
Did you ever see Bob Backlund's Hall of Fame induction?
No, but I hear it's crazy.
It is absolutely phenomenal. He's inducted into the Hall of Fame by Marina Menounos from public television. I forget it, Entertainment Tonight or what?
I think so, yeah.
She also competed in a WrestleMania match inexplicably and a couple times on Raw. She is a huge wrestling fan, so good for her. But the fans booed her terribly during this whole introduction.
Really?
And Bob just snapped the fuck out. He just lost it.
Oh my God.
He's sitting there talking in his low, serious Bob Backlund tone. If you're a big fan of 1970s and early 1980s professional wrestling, when Bob Backlund was the Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion.
For a long time.
He would speak in this low, serious tone, and then later on in 1994, when he snapped, he went absolutely crazy, and he started screaming at the top of his lungs for no reason. He ran for president.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
You get a little of that in his Hall of Fame induction.
And then he freaked out, and then I remember he had that feud with Bret Hart. That was pretty good. Like
it was actually great.
That's when he put him in the crossface chicken wing and won the title for like a week.
Yep,
or something.
Like 3 days.
Yeah.
Diesel beat him in 8 seconds.
He did. He was a house show.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was at the Garden, but yeah, it was a house show.
Technically, yeah.
Do you know why he won the title at that point? They were playing it off the fact that
was Bret injured or something?
Or? No. It was actually off of the fact that George Foreman in the boxing world had just returned from a long layover and was 42 or 43 years old at the time and had just defeated Michael Moore for the boxing heavyweight championship. So they wanted Bob Backlund, who was the same age as George Foreman, to come back and win the title. Plus, they were planning on shifting it to Diesel, and they didn't want Bret to have to do the favor for Diesel.
Yeah.
Because it didn't make sense. They were just turning Kevin Nash, who was Diesel, if you didn't know, which you should know by now.
Yeah.
They were turning him babyface away from Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And then he won the belt. But that's why they did it. That was the perfect story that they set up, was that Bob Backlund did the same thing as George Foreman. So in the boxing and the wrestling world, I believe it was 43-year-old men won the biggest prize in each collective entity. Sure. I hate to call it a sport because boxing is fixed.
Yeah. It's true. I mean, yeah, back to the Rumble, though. That's what I was worried about with wrestling stuff, was we would get sidetracked on old stuff.
There's another match that's of interest. I believe it's going to be Charlotte Flair, with Charlotte, the daughter of Nature Boy Ric Flair, who is the Divas champion.
Woo! She's hot.
She's not bad.
Paige is my favorite, though.
But she is
Paige and Becky Lynch. And
Becky Lynch, I believe, is the one that's wrestling Charlotte.
Yeah, because she like snapped out on her.
Mm-hmm. Becky Lynch has got that booty too, man.
Becky Lynch, my roommate.
Paige is my favorite, though.
My roommate Jackson has like the biggest crush on Becky
Paige
Lynch.
looks like she'd be the one to be super wild in bed.
She is super wild. She's married, or not married, but she's dating some crazy rock star right now.
I thought that Paige was dating King Barrett. Or was it somebody else dating King Barrett?
Somebody
From
else,
what I heard.
But it's good to be the king, whoever he is.
Afraid I've got some bad news.
But I think Paige is dating some guy from. They're not a metal band, but they're considered metal.
Yeah, I think it's
a day to remember.
Like an emo metal band.
Oh, okay. We got Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that'll be a good match.
I'm looking forward to the last man standing between Ambrose and Kevin Owens.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a damn good match.
It's gonna be a good match.
Yeah,
it definitely is. Both guys can bring it. I'm really excited about it. But
both guys know how to do a match, so
neither one of them should be in the position they're in. They should be wrestling for the world title.
I agree.
Roman Reigns is the champion. It's just another example of the big guy being pushed.
Yeah, like I remember when he got his push when Rollins weaseled and won the title.
Yeah.
Even back then, I was just like, Roman Reigns is not ready to be world champion. Like,
they rejected it huge. They even tried to put him over Daniel Bryan after he won the Royal Rumble, and the fans booed it tremendously. They had to have him wrestle Daniel Bryan and beat him at the February pay-per-view Fastlane.
Yeah.
Just to try to gain some credibility, and people still weren't buying it. So they had Seth Rollins win the title of WrestleMania. It was a good choice because Rollins actually
he was a good champion.
He turned out to be a damn good champion.
He is a good champion. Like, I'll give him that, but like, God, I hate Seth Rollins so much. He's like the fucking weaselly champion, man. Like, just a little scumbag. Like, but I remember me and you were watching WrestleMania when that happened. We were just both like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah, that last year's WrestleMania was awesome.
Because I thought Roman Reigns was going to win the title, and then all of a sudden, fucking Seth Rollins comes running down the ramp with his money in the bank and cashes it. I'm like, Seth Rollins is going to win the championship now.
Has to.
Yeah.
I think only 2 guys have never cashed in and won. Well, 3 technically. the two who cashed in but didn't win were John Cena and Damian Sandow.
Yeah,
really sad about Sandow too.
He
should have had him.
He's like,
he was on Raw.
He was
in his old gear.
He was. He's pretty much a jobber now, though. Man,
it's really sad.
Yeah,
I think that guy's still got potential.
He does. I mean, like they had Sandow's a jobber pretty much now. Like,
Zack Ryder's always been
a jobber.
Do you remember who?
Too.
Do you remember? Little trivia: who was the guy who won Money in the Bank but never cashed it in?
See, this is an era of wrestling that I'm not.
Do you remember, Andy?
Was it Ziggler?
It was not Ziggler. He cashed in on Alberto Del Rio and won. Yeah. That was actually one of the biggest pops in Raw history. The answer is Mr. Kennedy!
Oh.
Kennedy! I miss Mr. Kennedy.
Oh.
He's been tooling away in TNA as Mr. Anderson for the last several years, all because he gave a backdrop wrong to Randy Orton. I'm serious. He was actually fired from WWE for the official reason was I believe they tried to play it on some steroid violation, which he was blown up huge.
Oh, yeah.
But the other reason is he was not very good at protecting guys in their matches, and he gave Randy Orton a backdrop on Monday Night Raw, and Orton freaked out about it in the ring and then afterwards, and they released him the next day.
Wow.
He was actually supposed to be the guy that was going to be Mr. McMahon's son, and they wound up going with that terrible angle with Hornswoggle.
Yeah.
But it was supposed to be Mr. Kennedy McMahon. He was going to be the illegitimate child of Mr. McMahon.
Jesus Christ.
And get this huge push, and it all kind of fell apart all at once. But yeah, he won the Money in the Bank and never got the chance to cash it in because Edge goaded him into a match where he had to put up the briefcase and Edge beat him, and then Edge cashed in the title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I miss Edge.
Edge
was one of my favorites.
Poor fucking Kalisto. He won the U.S. title this week.
And that was great.
Yeah, he won it for like 4 days. Then fucking Alberto Del Rio.
1 day, really.
Yeah. So
Lucha.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to this Rumble. It's gonna be a good one, I think. So, because I mean, the last couple pay-per-views have sucked.
Well, let's say that Brock or Reigns don't win.
I mean, they haven't sucked. They're just not that great. They're uninteresting.
Well, let's say that Brock and Reigns don't win. Who else could possibly win?
I don't want to say it.
The championship.
It's not gonna happen. I don't want to say.
I know
it.
Cena's out because
I was gonna say Sheamus, but I can't see Sheamus winning again because that was a terrible angle when they did Sheamus for like a couple weeks.
There has been a rumor, mind you, that a certain someone who has not been around for a while might be medically cleared to go for the Royal Rumble, and if he wins, there's going to be 20,000 people chanting.
No way.
Yes!
No way. Because I know he wanted to get cleared so he can wrestle with AJ Styles and all them.
Can you imagine if Daniel Bryan comes back?
I would have
that company is missing D. Bryce so much.
No shit.
He's one of the greatest recent champions.
Yeah.
Ever.
Oh
he
yeah.
was fucking amazing.
It was awesome. Like when he came back and won the Intercontinental title.
Yeah.
He had to hang it back up. It was sad.
It was.
Yeah, it was really sad.
The whole story of him winning the title finally, though, what was really sad for me, beyond the fact that he just had to give it up, is that it was almost the Benoit reign, because he's like the new age Benoit for people.
Who?
Benoit.
Who?
That guy, yeah. The one that doesn't exist. For any of you who don't understand what Andy's saying, Chris Benoit was a huge wrestling star.
Yep.
Was always a big fan of the Smarks or the internet fans. And he eventually went on and won the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of WrestleMania 20 in Madison Square Garden. Made Triple H tap out in the middle of the ring. Mm-hmm. I mean, hugely unprecedented at the time. Unfortunately, if you Google Chris Benoit, you'll find out the horrid details of him.
Yeah.
Killing his wife and son and himself, and it was a terrible time. It really hurt wrestling.
It was a dark time. A really dark time.
It was. I mean, Benoit was one of my favorites, and
he was a
good wrestler. I mean, I think really the breaking point for him was when Eddie Guerrero died. Because that was his best friend. So.
Eddie died, and then
he lost it. So.
He lost it, and then 3 of his other close friends died, back to back to back.
Yeah.
His trainer in Japan, Black Cat, died. And do you guys remember Public Enemy at all? The guys who used to do the tables and la-di-da-di-da-di, we like to party from WCW.
WCW. Yeah.
Well, Johnny Grunge, the blonde one from there, died, and he was actually the next door neighbor of Chris Benoit, and a few other. I think somebody else died, and it took too much out of him, and it's a really sad story. But for the modern age, Daniel Bryan replaced Benoit as that internet guy.
Yeah,
Punk was him to a degree, but Daniel Bryan was really that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The guy who he didn't have the interview skills, but he had the ring work, and you could never watch a Daniel Bryan match and say that match was not good. Even if it was a 3-minute job match, it was awesome because Daniel Bryan would make it awesome, and him not being around has really hurt. But I hear that there's a chance that he could appear in the Royal Rumble, and if that happens,
I would lose
that place is going to explode.
Yeah. Where's the Rumble at this year?
Off the top of my head, I could not tell you.
Can you imagine that though? It's just like the clock's counting down. It's just like 4, 3, 2, 1. Then dun, 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 dun. Yes. Fuck,
I will say
crowd
this,
would explode.
If
man.
he doesn't win, the fans are gonna shit all over the Rumble.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So if he's not going to win the title, don't put him in the Rumble because
I remember the last year's Rumble he was in it, and everybody fucking freaked out when he got eliminated. I was pissed off because I thought Daniel Bryan was going to win that Rumble too.
the year before,
Yeah,
even the year before, he wasn't in the Rumble. They thought he was going to be number 30, and when Rey Mysterio came out, he was booed like he was the biggest villain of all time simply because he wasn't Daniel Bryan. He got booed to death.
Yeah,
And they hated him the whole time. They cheered when he was eliminated, and Rey was never a heel in WWE, ever. And it was very telling because the fans were saying, that's it, we want D-Bry, that's going to be the thing.
It's at the Amway Center, which
Orlando, Florida.
Orlando.
gotcha.
Orlando? Oh, wait, I was going to say,
Actually,
if it was in Miami, then they should do fucking The Rock should come back.
He is going to be appearing for WrestleMania. I don't know.
Yeah, I know he's going to WrestleMania.
They did announce the first inductee to the WWE Hall of Fame. Had you heard that?
Mm-mm.
It is Sting.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Sting's
Yeah.
getting inducted?
Yep.
I do have to say, though, that this year, if Michael Hayes and the Freebirds don't get in Dallas, Texas, where they made their name bigger than any other fucking area of the country, that Michael Hayes has seriously just pissed in Vince McMahon's toupee one too many times. He's worked for this company since 1997. Actually before that, since 1995. He has been an employee for 20 years with this company. The Freebirds are lauded and heralded as one of the greatest innovative groups of all time. And they didn't induct him when they were in Atlanta. You figure Bad Street, Atlanta, GA, Michael Hayes and the Freebirds have to go in at this point. Him and Jimmy Garvin are the only surviving members. Terry Gordy and Buddy Jack Roberts have both passed away. If not in Dallas, Texas, where? The Von Erichs are already in.
Mm-hmm.
It would actually be kind of cool if they could get Kevin Von Erich to come in from Hawaii and induct Michael Hayes and Jimmy Garvin and the Freebirds into the WWE Hall of Fame. I hope that it happens this year because if it doesn't, when are they going to do it? It makes no more sense to do it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Put Michael Hayes in the Hall of fucking Fame!
All right.
Yeah, Sting's Hall of Fame. That's awesome.
I'm happy for Sting.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He actually said he's going to try to wrestle again.
Yeah, he shouldn't.
I know he got injured in that last match with Seth Rollins.
That was
Yeah,
bad,
he hurt his neck real bad.
Real bad.
Yeah.
But he said he doesn't want to go out like that. He wants to do one more match. Sting actually had some decent matches in TNA, which I know a lot of people did not watch TNA, but because TNA sucks.
TNA sucks.
I used to be an avid supporter of them. I wanted them to do good. Back when they first started, they were like the $10 weekly pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I bought every single one of them. I followed them on Fox Sports 1 when they finally got TV. Then they lost TV for a while. Then they were on Spike, and now they're on Pop TV, whatever the fuck that is. I watched the first episode on Pop. Horrible.
TNA's
Absolutely
not
horrible.
good at all.
No, it's so bad.
I keep hearing rumors too about the Hardys coming back, both Jeff and Matt coming
Really?
back to the WWE.
I've heard that too. I've also heard about Kurt Angle, but all three of those guys are featurely prominent featurely on TNA. Yeah, it's Kurt Angle's actually doing a retirement tour though, so there lends some credibility that within a year he's going to be back in WWE.
Yeah,
I don't know as much of a wrestler anymore because the reason he left in the first place was they were scared of his health. So we'll see. We'll see. But out of all three, I'll pick Kurt over the Hardys.
Oh, yeah.
Today. Fuck the Hardys.
I liked the Hardys. Like, one of my favorite matches ever was the tag match for the tag team champions at WrestleMania
2000.
Yeah, WrestleMania 2000.
Yep, the TLC match.
Yep, whenever Edge speared Jeff Hardy off the belts.
No, that was the second TLC match. That was in 2001 in Texas.
Was that in 2000? I thought it was 2000.
Nope, because the first one was the ladder match, and then they had a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and then WrestleMania was TLC 2. That was the first time it was advertised as TLC 2, and that's when Edge did the spear when Hardy was holding
holding
the
on to the belts. That
was
that match. That's still one of my favorite matches of all time.
It really was amazing. Cut the career short of several of those guys.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Edge. I mean, he's retired now.
Where the hell's Christian at? He still officially is employed with WWE, but I don't think he's wrestled in like.
I know
2
him and
years.
Edge have a new show coming out on the.
They
network.
do. It's already out.
Is it?
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
it's not bad, but for nostalgia purposes, it's okay. But if you're looking for new material, go elsewhere.
Yeah,
go elsewhere.
I don't know. Yeah,
Anyway,
next week's the Rumble.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
It'll be a good one.
Let's do official picks right now, since we kind of him and hawed about it. Without even necessarily knowing, everyone give me your surprise person that you think might show up in the Royal Rumble and tell me who you think is going to win.
Surprise person? Shit.
I don't know. I mean, like, I've been in and out of wrestling lately, so...
I would say that the surprise would probably be AJ Styles. I think he would, like, if he comes in, like, the place is going to go nuts because AJ Styles is fucking awesome.
Yes, he is.
Who's going to win? I don't want to see Roman Reigns win. I really don't, because I don't want to see him keep the championship. I would love it if Brock Lesnar came in.
That's who I think may win the Rumbles, Brock Lesnar.
Got any surprises? Maybe a blast from the past?
I don't know.
I've got 2 surprises and my prediction. The 2 surprises, AJ Styles, I agree with you. Number 2, Santino Marella as a competitor to get eliminated because he doesn't wrestle anymore, but he's been back recently. And the winner, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Roman Reigns is gonna
retain the title.
Is gonna win the match and retain the title.
I mean, I could see them doing that, that he wins.
I can too.
But
I'm with you. I don't want it to happen. I really don't want Brock to win either because I'd rather see Brock in the main event as a challenger. I think there's more money in that.
Who would he go up against, though?
It's a damn.
What if Kevin Owens won? Because a lot of people want Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar.
That'd be a hell of a match.
Ooh, that's hard to tell. The promos would be excellent, but I don't know that people are... The problem with Brock Lesnar is that they built him up so good. He's so much more credible and invincible than anyone on the roster. There's literally nobody there who's going to think that anybody has a shot at beating him.
I don't know.
I mean, because when you look at him, who the fuck can really beat Brock Lesnar?
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
There's not one. Yes, we know that it's not going to break down into a shoot. But if it did, if there's one guy who would say, fuck it, I'm going to try to change plans on the fly because I'm Brock Lesnar, it's Brock fucking Lesnar. I could see him just saying, I'm going to keep the title on live television. Fuck you guys. I'm already a millionaire. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They could go in that direction and make people believe that. But I hope that it's not Brock because that's almost too predictable.
Yeah, it is too predictable.
Yeah.
The other outside shot is Bray Wyatt.
He needs to get a fucking title.
I think that there is an outside shot that Bray Wyatt ends up with this championship because they still have the February pay-per-view and then they still have plenty of time to set up WrestleMania. WrestleMania is selling out regardless. They don't need to have a specific title match to sell that show. It's going to sell 80,000 tickets regardless. Mm-hmm. It's in fucking Texas Stadium or AT&T Stadium, whatever the fuck they call it now.
Yeah.
It's going to be the biggest fucking WrestleMania of all time. I also think there's a good chance that we're going to... Excuse me. Beer's kicking in. I also think there's a good chance we're going to get a Ronda Rousey appearance again at WrestleMania.
Yeah. But she hasn't fought or anything ever since she lost. She hasn't done anything with it, so we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. I'm just excited for the Rumble. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, what direction they'll go. So, and that's the start of the build-up to WrestleMania, and WrestleMania is always fucking huge.
I don't blame you for not watching wrestling much lately because, excuse me, I've got the hiccups, folks. It's real bad between October and December.
Yeah, it's
always like that.
This year, they had some of the lowest ratings. That's why Vince McMahon came back.
Yeah,
and that spiked the ratings way back up because it had like the lowest ratings ever. This was like, I want to say, beginning of December is whenever it had like the worst ratings that it had in a long
That's
time.
why they brought Cena back prematurely, and then look what happened. He got that shoulder injury. Everybody in the fucking WWE's got a shoulder injury now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One of the Lucha Dragons, Randy Orton.
Yep.
There's a few other guys that have come down with some serious shoulder injuries lately. All right, so
what's next?
Let's move on.
Let's see. First world problem of the week.
I escaped this week without a first world problem.
I think I'm good too. I don't think I had anything that I know of. No, I don't think I had anything.
What about you, DJ?
I did not have a first world problem of the week.
Damn, we all escaped.
We did. It was a good week.
Yeah.
For that. I can't get rid of these fucking hiccups. This is seriously an impedance on the podcast tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't think I had anything. Yeah, I think I escaped.
And we escaped.
This week. Yeah,
all
I think I did. Yeah.
Holy shit!
I was lucky enough to just stay at home all week, and everything happened.
Yeah. Comic book news?
Nope. There's really nothing going on in comic book news.
Okay.
That's not movie news, anyways.
I actually got an old loot crate recently that has a Star Wars comic, so I'm going to read that and I'll give
Is it one of the newer ones?
Yes.
I've heard the newer Star Wars comics are really fucking good.
Yep, I'm going to give it a read here. Just arrived recently, so I'm going to give it a read and I'll give an update probably next week. We'll see how it goes. But it looked pretty cool.
Right on.
What do we got next?
That's not good news. I think I got a article possibly. Let me take a look here and see. Start off with the stupid clip.
That's not good.
I did find an article here. That's not good news. It's apparently a new mosquito virus.
I read about
Fantastic.
this.
Called the Zika virus. It's new mosquito-borne disease travelers have to worry about.
Great.
Yeah.
Not just travelers. Have you heard the bad news? It has hit the American shores.
Really?
The first pregnant woman.
Yes, that's what it says here in the article. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
in Hawaii. Oh, man. Go ahead and read the story. It's bad.
It says here, if the travelers didn't have enough to worry about with mosquito spreading disease, now there's a new virus threatening our health, Zika virus. CDC has issued a travel alert for people traveling to areas where this once rare virus is now rapidly spreading. It has advised pregnant women to consider avoiding these regions altogether. As the evidence grows that Zika can cause infected pregnant women to have babies born with severe birth defects.
That's not
Jesus.
good.
Yeah. The most common symptoms of Zika, flavivirus related to dengue, yellow fever, West Nile, is fever, body aches, headache, rash,
Wait a minute.
joint
Stop,
pain.
stop. West Nile virus.
Yeah.
This is deadly, folks. Like, this is not fucking something we're joking about here. If you are pregnant, stay the fuck in your house.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, it says once a pregnant woman is infected, the placenta can become infected, causing an infection in the brain of the fetus. So, yeah, that's
definitely not good.
not at all. That is not good at all. So yeah, everybody be careful out there if you're traveling and
Wear
you're
your mask.
a pregnant woman. Please be careful. That was my That's Not Good article.
I don't have any That's Not Good. I have stuff for other segments.
Okay.
I've got 2 for, I believe, our next segment.
What the fuck?
What the fuck news? I've got 2 right here.
Go ahead. I got one. I'll follow up.
Minecraft is one of Pornhub's fastest growing search terms.
What?
Yeah.
I'm happy about this.
I don't get it.
I'm just kidding.
Minecraft is seeing a surge in popularity on adult video website Pornhub. A blog post provided to GamesBeat, the XXX site, noted that searches for Minecraft had increased by 326% on Pornhub since January of 2014. And the company is seeing more search traffic for the game. If you're wondering what in the living hell Minecraft porn could possibly look like, well, you don't have to imagine it. Animator that goes by the name of Futuristic Hub has created 2 videos that are obviously not suitable for work or just about anywhere. They actually have a link to the videos.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to pull them up.
Okay.
Pornhub dug a little deeper to see what each people were searching for in the conjunction with Minecraft. Terms like Minecraft porn, Minecraft sex, and Minecraft hard drilling were all the phrases that people were looking for.
Oh my god.
So
Why?
yeah, there's a thing now of Minecraft porn.
Is that just a new like hentai or something? Is
I
Minecraft
guess so.
porn? Good grief.
I don't even know.
It says here millennials represent 91% of all the Minecraft searches.
Yeah, of course.
So thanks for making my generation look more dumb. Fucking assholes.
Minecraft porn.
Yep.
He's got to be bleeping me.
Yeah, that's something, I guess.
And then I've got this one here. Someone has now sent the Oregon militia 55 gallons of lube to go with their dildos.
I heard that they sent them dildos, but wow, they sent them. That's fantastic.
Yep.
Lord have mercy.
That is fantastic.
Since a group of around a dozen armed militants took over a federal building on the remote wildlife reserve in Oregon to protest government tyranny earlier this month, the public response has been less than sympathetic. The militia may well be a little peckish and cold, but at least they now have plenty of lube to accompany all their dildos. On Thursday, Max Temkin, a Chicago-based designer, posted to Twitter his order of a 55-gallon drum of person lubricant, which he kindly sent to the group many have claimed are domestic terrorists. It cost Max more than $1,000, and people have been very keen to show their support for the cause.
I guess if they want to tell them you go fuck yourselves, you need to back it up.
I guess
True.
so.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
That is,
because that story is ridiculous.
it really is.
So
come on, guys, stop being douchebags.
So, yeah,
we know you're all listening. You have nothing else to do. You're sitting there holding your fucking dicks and your guns in your hands at the same time. Come on,
pretty much.
Stop being assholes.
But yeah, that's my what the fuck news. The Minecraft porn one was just why? Why is that a thing?
I'm waiting for Mega Bad porn.
Oh jeez.
He's got a Mega Buster.
Oh boy. I did have a what the fuck news. It's kind of funny. I don't know if you guys saw, but there was this newborn baby that weighed more than 12 pounds.
Jesus fuck.
And it's 2 feet.
What?
Yeah, I got a picture here. We could probably post it for everybody to see, but
Has Yao Ming been reincarnated? He's not even dead.
Jesus, that is a
baby's
fat baby.
humongous.
Send me the link to that.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Ashley and Greg Box welcomed a very big bundle of joy when their son, Cass and Michael,
Very big.
was born Monday. Newborn weighed in at impressive 12 pounds, 8 ounces, and
Jesus
measured a full
Christ.
2 feet tall.
Jesus, that wrecked that poor girl.
Yeah, no kidding. Ashley said, I couldn't believe it. The Missouri couple wasn't expecting Cass until the 18th of this month. And the mother said that she didn't think the baby, her second child, would be larger than 10 pounds. His delivery didn't go as anticipated either.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right. We pushed and no progress, said her, who ended up having a cesarean. While Ashley acknowledged that her son is huge, she added that to me, he feels small. But for a newborn baby, that's humongous.
That's fucking huge.
Yeah, so...
Like, props to her for passing that through her fucking birth canal. Jesus
right.
Christ.
No, she had a cesarean.
Oh,
so.
she did?
She did,
okay.
Yeah, her last son, Blake, was born weighing 2 pounds less than Kaysen. Was already wearing the clothes of a 4-year-old.
And how old is he, do they say?
2?
2?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
When Blake met his little brother, Dad Greg said the toddler kissed Kaysen, told him that he loved him, and he said, "Eat, baby." It was hilarious. But that's a huge baby.
That's fucking... Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen a baby that big.
Right.
Unless it's, in a horror movie or something.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my article I had for What the Fuck News. We'll move on to horrifying image of the week. I did find something. I forget who this actor's name is. He was in this new show called it's on Fox. It's like the apocalypse happened or something. He's like the last guy on the planet.
Yeah, last guy on the planet. Is it Will Forte?
Will Forte, yeah, that's his name. All right. Apparently, he showed up to some award ceremony, and this is how he looked.
What the fuck?
He shaved half of his face. Like,
what is he, John Tenta from 1995?
It's pretty awesome, actually, that he did that.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
So, yeah. He even shaved his eyebrow, too. So, yeah.
Well, then.
Yeah, so, yeah, Will Forte, I think he was at some kind of award ceremony for Fox or something like that. He showed up. That's how he showed up, was looking like that. So, I thought that was kind of funny. Not really a horrifying image, but it's pretty out there. So...
Who the fuck? I mean, he has a huge beard.
Yeah, his beard
did,
is fucking ungodly.
So, yeah. Good stuff. Quick segment there. We'll post that picture for y'all to see. We'll move on to just internet things.
I've got something here.
I don't have anything this week for that. If you want to go ahead and take that.
Yeah. The formerly homeless man with the golden voice is back on the radio.
Is he?
Is he really?
Yeah. Ted Williams, he was the guy. He had a video that was posted up on YouTube.
That was a long time ago.
That was a while ago, but he had like the perfect voice for radio.
Oh God, yeah.
And he actually just got a job co-hosting a daily radio show in Columbus, Ohio. So
nice.
Good for him.
That's awesome to hear. The job at WVKO marks the return to Williams' past. So that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I've been following that story for a while. Good for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the first time watching that video, I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah, and like apparently like after that had aired, he got like a job offer or something, he got some money.
Yeah.
And then like he relapsed again or
Yeah,
something. He fucked up and he basically went down the same path again and nobody really knew what happened.
Yeah,
to
it explains
him,
here, but then alcohol and drugs brought him down again, he explained.
He shares the name of probably the greatest hitter of all time, too, which is rather odd. Ted Williams.
Right.
That pains me as a White Sox fan to have to say that, but it's true.
But yeah, that's the just internet things.
Well, we will move on to the last segment.
Oh, God.
Why should I date you?
Oh, no.
Honestly, if anybody's new to the podcast, this is a segment of basically I have a online dating profile and I'm on there every now and then, and we read off some of the worst profiles we can find. We read them verbatim. If there's caps, I shout. If there's, I just read it as it is. Basically warning all of you guys of the horrors of online dating.
Yeah.
So, I did some browsing though, and I didn't really find anything that stood out to me. I mean, they're not like terrible. I mean, but they're not that great. So it's not nothing like worth reading. I found a few. I'm just taking a look through a couple other here. So I feel like I don't know. Maybe they're listening. Because
I hope so, because goddamn, we have suffered through some terrible profiles.
Yeah, it feels like they're getting better in a way. Like, they're not as some of these ones I'm going through aren't as bad, but yeah, we already read that
one. Which one was it?
It was that have a damn job one. Remember that? Yeah.
Have a damn job.
Here's one. Username is Pinky is back 2016.
What about the brain?
Headline is Friends. It's actually Friends, but she put E before I. Friends. Yep. About her, I'm just here to see, letter C, what's out there. I'm not looking for a man. I'm looking for a friend. She legitimately didn't know how to spell friend. So, yeah. That's all it is. Geez, it is.
Is there any boobs this week?
No boobs. Honestly, like I said, they're not horrible. I mean, they're just not worthy of reading, really. They're just kind of okay, I guess.
I may have found one here. Username sweet, sassy, and sexy for you.
All right.
A headline, I want to rock with somebody.
Rock with someone.
About this person. I love to laugh, try new things, meet new people, and enjoy life. I'm not asking for much, ... Just a guy with a job who can be honest and faithful and make me laugh. I'm not high maintenance. I'm looking for love, ... If you gave a profile picture of yourself and some bimbo, it doesn't impress me. Move on. If you're get to as hell, move on, ... Okay. If you can't spell or you don't have a job, don't message me, ... Everyone else, ... I'd love to hear from you, ?
Why?
No
It's
first
not
date.
a question.
No first date.
No first date?
Nope.
Okay.
High expectations there.
I think I may have found a couple here. Oh, okay. I found like a couple more. I'll read these off for you. Username Jamie _D5. Headline Country Girl Looking for Love.
Oh no.
About her, first off, I am looking for a long-term relationship and I don't have sex on the first date. If that is what you want and looking for, forget about it. She doesn't know commas or any kind of punctuation. I love to do outdoor stuff such as riding ATV, camping, and riding horses. I grew up on a farm and always been around animals my whole life.
Oh my god.
Right now I live in Decatur, which, by the way, Decatur sucks. I went to Decatur recently. I was looking for a haunted cemetery, and we might film something there because it's actually kind of cool. That town sucks. That town is boring. There's nothing in Decatur. Don't ever go to Decatur, folks. It sucks. And I moved back to the country where I can afford a house. I like to watch all different types of movies and eating out. I'm so immature. But also love nice quiet time at home, cooking, and just simply watching TV. Family is important to me, and I hope it is for you too. I am from a large, loud family. If you prefer quiet ones, sorry, my family is not that way. If you have any questions, just ask. Next headline is Lakeem to you, number 2, U, letter U. Headline is Special K!
Like the breakfast cereal?
Oh, shit. About this girl, if anybody's listening to this with earbuds or anything, turn your volume down or remove your earbuds because I'm going to read her profile verbatim here. About her. All this time! ... I was looking for love in all the wrong places! That was it. That's her profile, literally. That's literally her whole profile.
All the wrong places!
Yeah. I have one more if you got one. Or Next one is username is Momi _of_ number 2. Headline is "What's really going on?" Question mark.
What's going on?
About this person, I just got out of prison.
Wow!
Just got out of prison. In parentheses, don't worry, I didn't kill anyone, lol, and moved to this town. So honestly, I'm looking for a friend / someone who can show me a good time around here. Just friends, preferably. Smiley face. First date, no dates! So first date, she doesn't want to go on a date.
What do you want to do?
Why are you on here? I don't get it.
You want to go to prison again?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. So, she just got out of prison, but don't worry. She didn't kill anyone, so we got that on your side. So,
I guess that's a good thing.
You got anything left here?
No, I'm not really finding anything else.
Okay.
So,
we'll end it on that one.
prison lady.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
She's got out of prison. Don't worry, though. She didn't kill anyone. Yeah, that'll wrap it up for tonight. So, yeah.
Well then.
Any closing thoughts, sir?
Watch the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
It's next Sunday. Next week we will not be having a podcast. It's my birthday.
Yes.
So, we're gonna be out partying. So that'll be a good time. Doing all right, bud?
I am great. Except for that last profile made me throw up.
But yeah, next week there won't be a podcast, so
Yep.
We'll be back the week after that. However, we are going to be filming B-List this week.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
Tuesday we'll be filming the new episode of B-List.
Yep.
So
Yep.
keep an eye out on that. Hopefully we'll have it out by the end of the month, if not the beginning of February for sure.
Yes, for sure.
But yeah, watch the Rumble.